हरिः ओं नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य भाषा प्रवेश प्रथमभागस्य चतुष्षष्टितमी कक्षार्थं भवतां सर्वेषां स्वागतं। गतकक्ष्यायाः पुनर्स्मरणं। गतकक्ष्यायां वयम् अतः यतः एतयोः अव्यययोः वयं ज्ञानं प्राप्तवन्तः। तत्र अतः इति आङ्ग्लभाषया सो इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः। तथैव यतः इत्यस्य अर्थः आङ्ग्लभाषया बिकास् इति भवति। उदाहरणमपि वयं दृष्टवन्तः। वृष्टिः भवति अतः छत्रं नयामि यतः वृष्टिः भवति। एवं वयं परिवर्तनाभ्यासमपि वयं कृतवन्तः। तदनुगुणं तत्र परिचयं तथा अभ्यासं कृतवन्तः। अनन्तरम् अग्रे 43तमं पाठं तथा 44तमं पाठं च वयं समापितवन्तः अतः यतः इत्यस्मिन् विषये। पुनः वयम् अद्य वयं नूतनविषयं प्रति गच्छामः। अत्र एतावत् पर्यन्तं सप्तविभक्तीनामपि पाठः समाप्तः। परन्तु अत्र इतोपि अष्टमी विभक्ति इति एका वर्तते। परन्तु वस्तुतः सा अष्टमी विभक्ति न भवति। प्रथमाविभक्तिः एव, प्रथमाविभक्तेः भेदः एव अष्टमीविभक्तिरूपेण तत्र तिष्ठति। अतः सम्बोधनम् इति पृथक् विभक्तिः न भवति। सम्बोधनम् इति प्रथमाविभक्तेः भेदः इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः। अतः तस्मिन् क्रमे वयम् अद्य सम्बोधनविभक्तिं वयम् अद्य पश्यामः। अत्र यथा पूर्वं यदि विभक्ति इति वदामः, प्रथमं विभक्तिरूपाणि वयं पश्यामः। अनन्तरं तस्याः विभक्तेः प्रयोगाः के सन्ति तानि वयं पश्यामः। तथैव तदनुगुणम् अभ्यासः, अनन्तरं पुस्तकाभ्यासं च वयं पठामः। एवमेव वयम् अन्यासां विभक्तीनामपि अभ्यासं कृतवन्तः। तथैव अस्याः अपि वयं कुर्मः। तस्मिन् क्रमे वयं प्रथमं सम्बोधनविभक्तेः रूपाणि वयं पश्यामः। पुनः स्मारयितुमिच्छामि, तत्र सम्बोधनम् इति पृथक् विभक्तिः नास्ति। प्रथमाविभक्तेः एव भेदः भवति। अतः कुत्रचित् इत्युक्ते अधिकतया प्रथमाविभक्ति रूपाणि एव अत्र सम्बोधनविभक्तौ अपि भवन्ति इति जानीमः। अस्तु, इदानीम् एकवारं साक्षात् अजन्तशब्दानां सम्बोधनविभक्तिरूपाणि वयं पश्यामः। तत्र यथा पूर्वं पुंलिङ्गे, स्त्रीलिङ्गे, नपुंसकलिङ्गे च रूपाणि पश्यामः। तथैव प्रत्येकान्तप्रातिपदिकस्य अपि रूपाणि वयं पश्यामः। अकारान्त, आकारान्त, इकारान्त, ईकारान्त, उकारान्त, उकारान्त, ऋकारान्तशब्दानां रूपाणि एकवचने, द्विवचने, बहुवचनेषु रूपाणि वयं पश्यामः। अहम् एकवारं एतावत् अहं पठामि। अनन्तरं पृथक्तया रूपविषये तत्र केऽपि विशेष अंशाः भवन्ति चेत् अहं तदपि वयं चर्चामः। अस्तु, प्रथमम् अकारान्तपुंलिङ्गरामशब्दस्य राम, रामौ, रामाः। इकारान्तपुंलिङ्गकविशब्दस्य कवे, कवी, कवयः। उकारान्तपुंलिङ्गगुरुशब्दस्य गुरो, गुरु, गुरवः। ऋकारान्तपुंलिङ्गपितृशब्दस्य पितः, पितरौ, पितरः। पुनः ऋकारान्तपुंलिङ्गकर्तृशब्दस्य कर्तः, कर्तारौ, कर्तारः। तथैव आकारान्तस्त्रीलिङ्गसीताशब्दस्य सीता, सीते, सीताः। पुनः इकारान्तस्त्रीलिङ्गमतिशब्दस्य मते, मती, मतयः। अनन्तरम् ईकारान्तस्त्रीलिङ्गनदीशब्दस्य नदी, नद्यौ, नद्यः। अनन्तरम् ईकारान्तस्त्रीलिङ्गश्रीशब्दस्य श्रीः, श्रियौ, श्रियः। अनन्तरम् उकारान्तस्त्रीलिङ्गधेनुशब्दस्य धेनो, धेनू, धेनवः। अनन्तरम् ऊकारान्तस्त्रीलिङ्गवधूशब्दस्य वधु, वध्वौ, वध्वः। अनन्तरं ऋकारान्तस्त्रीलिङ्गमातृशब्दस्य मातः, मातरौ, मातरः। तथैव नपुंसकलिङ्गे अकारान्तनपुंसकलिङ्गफलशब्दस्य फल, फले, फलानि। अनन्तरम् इकारान्तनपुंसकलिङ्गवारे, वारिशब्दस्य वारे अथवा वारि, वारिणी, वारीणि। अनन्तरम् उकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्ग वस्तु शब्दस्य वस्तो अथवा वस्तु एकवचने, अनन्तरं वस्तूनि वस्तूनि एवं रूपाणि भवन्ति। अत्र विशेषतया पश्यामश्चेत् सर्वत्र सम्बोधने द्विवचनरूपाणि तथा बहुवचनरूपाणि च प्रथमाविभक्तिवत् भवन्ति। अतः अत्र प्रथमाविभक्तौ रामः रामौ रामाः एवं रूपाणि भवन्ति, परन्तु अत्र राम रामौ रामाः अत्र द्विवचनरूपं तथा बहुवचनरूपं च प्रथमाविभक्तिवत् सर्वत्र भवति। अतः रामौ रामाः, कवि कवयः, गुरु गुरवः, पितरौ पितरः, कर्तारौ कर्तारः, अनन्तरं सीते सीताः, मती मतयः, नद्यौ नद्यः, श्रियौ श्रियः, धेनु धेनवः, वध्वौ वध्वः, मातरौ मातरः, फले फलानि, वारिणी वारीणि, वस्तूनि वस्तूनि एवं भवन्ति। अनन्तरम् एकवचने कथं भवन्ति रूपाणि? प्रथमं नपुंसकलिङ्गं पश्यामः। नपुंसकलिङ्ग एकवचन सम्बोधनरूपाणि सर्वदा प्रातिपदिकवत् भवति। अतः फल इति प्रातिपदिकं, फलम् इति प्रथमाविभक्ति एकवचनरूपं, मकारं विना फल शब्दरूपं यदस्ति तत् प्रातिपदिकं भवति। साक्षात् प्रातिपदिकस्य एव प्रयोगः सम्बोधने भवति। अतः फल अनन्तरं वारि अनन्तरं वस्तु एवं नपुंसकलिङ्गे सरलं भवति। परन्तु तत्र अकारान्तं विहाय अन्यत्र इकारान्त उकारान्त शब्दयोः तत्र वारे इति अपरं रूपं भवति, वस्तो इत्यपि अपरं रूपं भवति। परन्तु सम्भाषणे यदि वयं प्रयुज्महे तदानीं यदि नपुंसकलिङ्गशब्दः भवति तर्हि साक्षात् प्रातिपदिकस्य प्रयोगमेव साक्षात् कर्तुं शक्नुमः। फल वारि वस्तु दधि इत्येवम्। अस्तु, अग्रे स्त्रीलिङ्ग पुंलिङ्ग एकवचनरूपाणि तत्र कानिचन भिन्नानि रूपाणि भवन्ति। अत्र यथावत् अत्र लघुमार्गः कोऽपि नास्ति, साक्षात् यदि स्मर्तुं वयं प्रयतामहे। अत्र सीते मते नदी श्रीः धेनो वधु मातः। अनन्तरं ऋकारान्त पुंलिङ्गः वा भवतु स्त्रीलिङ्गरूप शब्दः वा भवतु, सर्वत्र पितः कर्तः मातः इत्येवं भवति। अनन्तरं पुनः पुंलिङ्ग एकवचने राम कवे गुरो एवं रूपाणि भवन्ति। अत्र शार्ट्कट् नास्ति। पुंलिङ्ग एकवचन स्त्रीलिङ्ग एकवचन रूपाणां तत्र लघुमार्गः कोऽपि नास्ति, परन्तु नपुंसकलिङ्गे एव एकवचनरूपाणि प्रातिपदिकवत् भवन्ति। अनन्तरं द्विवचनरूपाणि तथा बहुवचनरूपाणि प्रथमाविभक्तिवत् भवन्ति इति जानीमः। अस्तु, एतावन्तः एव विषयाः अत्र स्मर्तव्याः भवन्ति अस्मिन् विषये। अग्रे वयं किञ्चित् अग्रे चरामः। अस्तु, इदानीं प्रथमं वयं रूपाणि दृष्टवन्तः, परन्तु सम्बोधनरूपाणि सर्वनामशब्देभ्यः न भवन्ति। साक्षात् केवलम् अजन्तशब्दानां सम्बोधनरूपाणि भवन्ति, तथैव हलन्तशब्दानां सम्बोधनरूपाणि भवन्ति, परन्तु सर्वनामशब्दानां सम्बोधनरूपाणि न भवन्ति। अस्तु, इदानीं वयम् अतः यथा पूर्वं या कापि वा विभक्तिः भवतु तत्र प्रथमम् अजन्तशब्दानां वयं पठामः, अनन्तरं सर्वनामशब्दानां वयं पठामः, अनन्तरं प्रयोगं प्रति वयं गच्छामः। परन्तु अत्र सर्वनामशब्दानां रूपाणि नास्ति इति कारणेन रूपाणि न सन्ति इति कारणेन वयं साक्षात् वयं प्रयोगं वयं पश्यामः। अस्तु, इदानीं सम्बोधनविभक्तिरूपाणि वयं ज्ञातवन्तः, तस्य प्रयोगः कुत्र भवति? अस्तु, प्रथमं सम्बोधनविभक्ति इत्युक्ते का इत्युक्ते सामान्यतया यत्र वयं अन्यं कमपि वयम् आह्वयितुम् इच्छामः तदानीं तस्य नाम उच्चारणेन तस्य अवधेयं वयं प्राप्नुमः। केवलम् अत्र बालकः भवतु, हे बालक इति वदामश्चेत् तस्य हे बालक उच्चारणेन बालकस्य अवधेयं वयं प्राप्नुमः। अतः सम्बोधनरूपं कुत्र भवति इत्युक्ते साक्षात् सामान्यतया यं कमपि आह्वयितुं वा अथवा यस्य कस्यापि अवधेयं वयं अवधानं वयं प्राप्तुं वा वयं सम्बोधनरूपाणां प्रयोगं वयं कुर्मः. अस्तु, इदानीं कथं प्रयोगः भवति? इदानीं कस्याश्चित् नाम सीता इति स्वीकुर्मः. कथं सीतां वयम् आह्वयामः? हे सीते इति भवति. अत्र एकवचनरूपं ये सीते इति एकवचनरूपं हे सीते इति प्रयोगः भवति. यदि रामः इति तस्य नाम भवति, कथं रामं आह्वयामः? तर्हि हे राम इति वयं वदामः. सो तादृशप्रयोगार्थमेव सम्बोधनविभक्तिप्रयोगः भवति. अतः एवं क्रमशः वयं पश्यामः. So if you want to address somebody in person directly, you can actually use Sambodhana forms. You can just say hey or hare, or you have different ways of calling people, but based on the age or with respect, without respect, or the closeness, right? Based on that, you use different words like hey or hare or acharya or different words. But along with that, you will also say their name or the actual person, right? If it is a balaka, hey balaka. If it is a sita, hey site, or hey hamba. So like that, you use different forms of sambodhana forms to address somebody. That's the main usage of sambodhana. But it depends on whether you are addressing a single person or a group of persons. In the Divivachanam or Bahuvachanam, it depends on that. If you are addressing two mothers, you can just say hey matarau and or mataraha. You can say that way. Okay, that depends on that. So now let's see some usages of Sambodhana Vibhakti. The first thing is whenever we wish to say Namaskara or Namaste, so we generally use Namaste Mahodaya. So here again, it's a very common mistake. Generally we'll see in this, especially in this particular slide, we'll see the most commonly made mistakes. Okay, the first thing is Namaste Mahodaya. If you take Mahodaya, the word, it is Akaranta Pumlinga Shabda. So the forms of Prathama Bhakti are like Mahodayaha, Mahodayau, Mahodayaha. And in the Sambodhanam, the forms are like Mahodaya without Visarga, Mahodayau and Mahodayaha, same as Prathama. Okay, and when you want to address somebody, even when you say greetings or when you say salutations to some Mahodayas, there the Mahodaya word is the Sambodhana form, not the Prathama Bhakti form. So most of the times we say Namaste Mahodayaha. That is absolutely wrong one. So it should be Namaste Mahodaya, because you are addressing the Mahodaya there. Or you can say Mahodaya Namaste. But you will never use the Prathama Bhakti form there. Okay, now let's see the next example. So Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya. So again here you are actually using Mahodaya to address the Mahodaya. It is not the Prathama Bhakti form again. So it is again a Sambodhana form of Mahodaya Shabda. So it will be, even when you say Dhanyavada or Namaste, we have to use Sambodhana forms like Mahodaya Dhanyavadaha or Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya, like that. And of course, many beginners, we make mistakes by adding Visarga here. That's wrong. Okay, next let's move on. So again, another example is Mahodaya Kada Agachati. So this is a very simple sentence. So it's something like, sir, when are you coming? Right. So here, Mahodaya, we should not add Visarga. So we maybe the first lesson we might have studied that all the masculine words will end with Visarga. So Mahodayaha Kada Agachati. That is wrong. Okay. So if you are saying Mahodayaha Kada Agachati, that means you are asking when is the Sar coming? You are asking this particular question to somebody else. Okay, maybe I can ask you that when is the Sar coming? So in that case, I can say Mahodayaha Kada Agachati. But if you are directly asking Mahodaya itself, then you have to drop off the Visarga and you have to use Sambodhana form. So it becomes Mahodaya Kada Agachati. Okay, the next example is Balaka Madhava. So again, Balaka is Sambodhana form. We are just calling Balaka to get his attention, and we say don't run. So generally the words like Balaka, it is not the Rasva Akara at the end. Generally it's a Pluta Akara. So if you are not aware of the Pluta Akara, forget about it. You can just say Balaka Madhava. But if you are aware of Pluta Akara, it's a Pluta Akara. Pluta Akara is Rasva Akara is one matra, and Dirgha Akara is 2 matras of duration, and Pluta Akara is 3 or more. Like it will be Balaka Madhava. Okay, the Balaka, so that last Akara is elongated more than twice or thrice of Hraswa Akara. That is actually called as Pluta Akara, and that is what we use everywhere actually. If you see the previous Sambodhana forms, wherever we get Hraswa Akara forms, it's all the Pluta Akara. For example, even if you take Ikaranta Strilinga Ekavachana form, it is Nadi is the Pratipadikam, and the Sambodhana form is Nadi. It's a Rasva Ikara, but it is not actually the Rasva Ikara, it is Pluta Ikara. So Nadi. So Hey Nadi Kutra Gachati, Hey Nadi Namaste, like that. Okay, let's move on. And the next example is Amba. Amba Gachaniva. So that's a sentence. So again, the Amba is a Dirgha Amba. Amba Gachaniva. Okay, that's the way it is pronounced. And one more thing to note here is Amba is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Ideally, it is something like Sita. Site Sitaha. That's the Sambodhana forms. And similarly, if you take Amba, it's a special form. Ekavachana form will not be Ambe. Rather, it will be Amba. Okay, and that's how in other regional languages it is changed as Amma. Okay, that's a different story. Okay, so it will be Amba is a Ekavachana form in Sambodhanam, not unlike Site. Okay, the next example is okay. So this is normally where we get the Sambodhana forms, and we'll also see few other cases. Mitra Sambodhanam. So when you are actually casually talking to your friends, so how you can actually address them. Okay, so let us see some examples. So these are the few words with which we can actually address the friends, like a Bhoho, He, Re, Aye, Ayi, Mitra, like that. Like you can say hey, Boho Balaka, Boho Mitra, Hey Site, if Sita is so closer to you. Okay, Re Balaka, Aye Balaka, Ayi Balaka. So you can just say like that. Okay, hope you are able to get it. So these are all the very casually used, but this is not to be used to express the respect. If you want to express some respect, don't use these words. This is just casual words used to address each other within friendship. And next example is Samanya Sambodhanam. Let us see some example. It's a similar to what we have seen earlier, like Mitra, Rama, and Hari, and whatever we have seen in the earlier slides, we are directly using those words. Okay, and Sakhi, or Bhagini, or Site, Amba, Gauri, and these are all the few words. And next is Adara Suchanartham. If you want to express some respect, if you want to call somebody with respect, how do we do that? Okay, so that is what we are going to see now. The example is, you generally suffix these specific words to express the respect. For example, Manya, or Arya, or Shriman, or Mahodaya. So generally these are actually the suffixed words with the actual name. For example, if you take Ganesh is one person's name, you can say Ganesha Mahodaya, Ganesh Mahodaya. So just to respect Ganesha with Mahodaya, or Ganesha Manya, Ganesharya, like that you can refer to that. Example, let's see the example. So Rajesh is a word I have taken here, and the Rajeshavarya, or Rajesh Mahashaya, Rajesh Mahabhaga, or Rajesh Mahodaya. Okay, and many times we make a very common mistake at this place as well. When you suffix Varya, or Mahashaya, or Mahabhaga, or Mahodaya, or any other such respected words, the previous word we generally don't use the proper Sanskrit word. Example, we generally will say like Rajeshwarya, or Rajesh Mahashaya. That is not correct. It is not Rajesh, it is Rajesha, because Rajesha is the actual Pratipadikam in Sanskrit language. Okay, there is no Pratipadikam like Rajesh or Ashok. Ashok is again wrong. If you say Ashok Mahodaya, that is wrong. It's Ashoka Mahodaya. Okay, and similarly, if you call somebody like Ram Varya, that's wrong. It's a Rama Varya. Okay, that's the way it should be addressed. Okay, the next example is if it is a female, you can actually refer with the Manye, Arye, Bhagini or Mahodaya. And remember, the Mahodayaha is a masculine word, the Sambodhana form is Mahodaya, and Mahodaya is a feminine word, Sambodhana form would be Mahodaye. And similarly, Bhagini is a Ikaranta Shabda, so it becomes Bhagini, and Arya becomes Arye, and Manya becomes Manye. And the examples are like Lata Varye or Lata Mahodaye or Lata Bhagini. So that's the way we will address somebody with respect. Okay, so sorry. I think this is what primarily I wanted to cover as part of the Sambodhanam. And we will do one thing. If there are any questions, we'll take up now. And we'll also get the forum exercise on the same thing, right? 5 sample sentences using Sambodhanam. That would be the exercise in the forum. There is no specific exercise on the class for this particular topic, but if there are any questions on any of these things, we can discuss now.
मम एकः प्रश्नः अस्ति भोः इति उपयोगं कथं भवति? Is it one to one, or if I address a group of people also, can you say Boho Chatraha? Sorry,
yes,
Boho
yes.
Chatraha, Boho Mitra, like that?
Yes, we can say that.
Boho Mitrani, I can say?
Yeah, yes. Boho Mitrani or Boho Mitre. You can say anything.
So it is not only Ekavachanam.
No. It's all the things here, like except Mitra, like a Boho or He, Re, Aye, Ayi, all are actually used for different vachanams too. So you can also say Re Balakaha Tushtim Bhavantu. That's where you can refer to.
Namaste, Mahodaya.
Namaste.
This given the Sambodhana form, Mantri, it is given as Mantrin, Mantri
yes.
Now and Mantrinaha. But Mantri is Ikarantam. For Ikaranta form,
it is Nakaranta Shabda, so it will be Mantrin is the Sambodhana form.
And for Raja also it is like that. Because Pita, Mata, it is not like that.
No. Raja is the Rajan is the form, right? Or a Raja or a Rajan. That's the form.
So you have how will you find out that?
No, that you will in the part 2 in the Bhasha Pravesha, we are going to read about the Halanta Shabda. So at that point we will be clearing all those things.
Thank you.
Haru Mahodaya, Adara Suchanartham, that is Manya, Arya, everything for Pullingam. Is it like that? Or Sriman?
Yes. And for feminine, I have given below. Manye, Arya for feminine.
Then what is it? Lata or Arya Lata? But again is
Lata is the name of the person. We are just addressing that female with the name Lata with Lata Varye.
A senior person you can address that way.
Yes.
Lata Varye. Lata Bhagini or Lata Varye. So that is for the proper noun. Rajesh Varye or Lata Varye. But otherwise this Bho you can use for Hare Bho Chatraha. You can say Chatraga or Chatraga.
Yes.
For plural also.
Boho Chatra or Boho Chatraha. I can say that.
Hari Om Mahodaya. Can
Hari
I say Lata Manye Vaktum Shaknami va?
Yeah, yes.
Lata Arye or just Manye Arye will do.
So remember, when you say Arya, you should be a little careful because it starts with a vowel. It might undergo a sandhi. Okay, so better to avoid Arya. You can also use Manye, no issue. So it will be Latarye, it will become. So it might hear sometimes a little different.
Hari Om Mahodaya. This Gachani is coming, Amba Gachani va. So this Gachani means actually, suppose if I say can I go now means Idanim Gachani va. That Gachani is what type of Aham also.
Okay, what is the form actually? Which lakara it is? It's a lot lakara uttama purusha ekavachana form. Aham Gachani.
Right.
Shall I go? That's the meaning.
Like that.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video online. If there are any questions, if you want to interact with teachers or students, please log into forum.Sanskrit.Today, or you can even join our Telegram group. You can find the Telegram group link in the course page, and subscribe to this channel Sanskrit.Today to watch more videos like this, and share this video with your friends and interested people or group. And if you have any suggestions or feedback about this session or the series, please make a comment in the below the video, and finally click on the like button of this video if you like this. And thank you for watching this video online. Let us meet in the next session. Dhanyawadaha.